Hi guys, hope you're well. Today I'm going to be talking about the 24th of June 2024. This is one of the very rare episodes where I'm actually recording it before midnight, so usually I read the date at the bottom of my computer and -1, but today I'm not doing that. It's the 24th. This entire episode I'll probably just be mining obsidian, getting rid of it from here, and yeah, obviously talking about the day. Hopefully without any distractions. I think in this kind of environment I should be relatively safe from all distractions. So, lovely. Let's carry on. I previously agreed to go to the gym with my friend at 9. I woke up at like 5 minutes past 9. I was like, oh fuck. Texted him immediately like, yo, sorry dude, I just woke up. I'll be there in a moment. And yeah, I just laid in bed for a little bit. I was like, yo, I'll be there in 20 minutes. And I don't really eat breakfast straight away anymore, so that obviously saved me a lot of time. Got out of bed, got some clothes on, went to the gym, met my friend halfway for a walk. I'm operating right now without a SIM card, so I just like, yo man, I'm heading towards your house, don't fucking try and meet me anywhere because, you know, I don't have a SIM card, so he knows it's real now. But yeah, it's quite nice just to wake up and immediately walk outside. It feels good. Even though I didn't really want to be going to the gym, it just felt, oh, I'm out, cool. Start the day, bang, I'm in the field. Lucky enough to live near a field. Walking in the field, boom, straight away, no fucking around. So yeah, met my mate, we walked to the gym. On the way we talk, you know, we're talking a lot. You know, I can't remember what I originally started talking about, but to be honest, I was a little bit rattled today, guys. I won't lie. I kind of expected it though. Like my emotions are a little bit volatile right now. This girl that I had the whole situation with on holiday, you know, it's. I mean, I'd be lying if it wasn't on my mind at least a little bit. You know, come on, I'm not a fucking robot, guys. I thought that, you know, I had a few days where I thought I was feeling better, but I think I was just feeling numb. At least, you know, I'm not feeling sad. I would say I was tipping more towards the sadness side of the scale today, but it wasn't unbearable, you know. It was fine. It was just quite noticeable. But yeah, you know, I just keep thinking to myself, like, could I have worded things differently? Could I have timed things differently to ultimately have ended up in a different outcome? And people tell you not to bother with asking yourself questions like that, but I can't help it. I think the answer, unfortunately, is probably yes. I probably could have worded things differently and timed things differently, and I would have ended up successful with her as my girlfriend, which would have been really nice. But I mean, I'm quite confident that I will stay firm with my morals, and even if she comes back from Australia and she misses me, I'll tell her to fuck off because, you know, I don't know where she's been now. She told me that she wanted to be single. That basically means she's going to be a hoe. And if she wants to come back to me now in a relationship, she's probably fucked loads of dudes, and that's not on. You know, I'm not Plan B. I'm way too handsome for that shit. But yeah, it is a really really sad situation because my feelings for this girl were fucking magical. And if they were reciprocated at the time when I told her originally, we would have had something really special. You know, it would have been a lot easier for me to process if she just said no, but she didn't. She said maybe, but not now. And but that, it's like, God, I wish she just said no. I feel like that would have been so much easier if she just said no. Because maybe not now is like disrespectful. It's like, yeah, I think you could be an option, but I think there's better out there. Is basically what they're saying, in my opinion. You know, I don't know. I mean, I think I have heard of one other relationship that I know of where they ended up getting married. I actually went to their wedding, and I heard that when he first asked her out, she said, "I'm just not ready yet. I need to wait." And he says, "I'll wait for you," and now they're married. I don't know whether or not this girl decided to be a hoe and she slept with other people whilst, you know, they were waiting. But I don't know. I'm probably just gonna assume that she has, because, you know, it's quite frankly naive to think that, oh yeah, she's abroad, she's mixing with loads of people, and oh yeah, she's just, I mean, she literally said to me once, she says, I can't remember what she said, but she just said that she wouldn't write anyone off. I don't know, it's not an exact quote, but she basically said that she would keep her options open, and she wasn't going to stick with me, basically. It's basically what she said in a nice way. She's carefully arranging her words. Which really sucks. It really fucking sucks, and it's very rude as well. Just say no, you know? Fuck's sake. It would help me a lot more, but whatever. I mean, I really need to try and stop thinking about it now, because, you know, I'm not really getting anywhere thinking about this in this endless circle. Just part of me really still wants to be with her, and I think I mean, yeah, one of my friend tells me that I'm sort of painting this picture of somebody. It's not even her. Like, I'm imagining something, and I'm painting a picture of her that's not even accurate. So she's not even that person that I like, but for some reason I see her through these really weird lenses. She's actually a bit of a prick if I take the glasses off and actually look at it for how it is. Like, I know that if I was in her situation and I found somebody attractive, like physically, but I just didn't really see it there, I can think of lots of girls that would fit that kind of description. I can think of lots of girls that I find attractive physically, but I wouldn't really push for a relationship. And if they were very eager to be in a relationship with me, I just wouldn't do what this girl has done to me. You know? I mean, granted, I haven't been in the exact same situation from her side, so it's impossible to say, but I'm quite confident that I would not have dealt with it like how she has, and it's really shit how she's dealt with it. And also, as well, I can't deny that I've been a fucking retard as well. Like, the signs were there for sure, but I was so in love that I just ignored the signs. And if you tell somebody that's in love with you that there's a chance one day, like, oh yeah, one day I wouldn't write a relationship with us off, one day, then obviously they're going to keep going, like I did. I'm embarrassed to say, but I did keep pushing. It's just, yes, it's such a sad situation, and I don't know. I'm sure I know I'll get over it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just been on my mind, and this is my fucking journal, so I'm talking about what's been on my mind today. Of course, it's been on my mind. I've basically been obsessed with this girl for maybe 8 months now, 8 months, and then she asked me to go travelling with her, and then we did that, we had sex, and I thought I was basically in, and then she turned around and said no. I was like, what the fuck? Just imagine that, guys. I'll move on and actually talk about the day in a second, but just imagine. Maybe some of you have experienced something similar to this, but have you ever, everyone's had a strong crush before, right? Like, have you ever been so fucking in love with somebody? I mean, maybe you guys haven't even felt this yet, because I'm 21 years old, I'm almost 22, and I've had crushes, I've had girlfriends, but I've never had feelings this fucking serious. Like, up until I met this girl, this sounds ridiculous, but I'm just going to say it, up until I met this girl, I never understood marriage. I never understood it. I said, are you fucking crazy? You're gonna sign all of your fucking assets away to this woman. I don't get it. Like, I never liked anybody enough to warrant marriage. Like, I told my ex-girlfriend, I literally told her, I'm not marrying you. I'm not getting married. It's stupid. And I always looked at my dad. My dad's been divorced twice. I'm like, how could you do that, man? What the fuck's wrong with you? But then when I met this girl, I just got this. I was like, this is why people get married. If people have feelings like this, I understand it completely. And yeah, that's just the caliber of feelings that was pulsing through me, guys. Just to put just a little bit more of an understanding on it, which is why you know this is like easily the biggest heartbreak I've ever experienced. But fuck, you know, whatever. Who gives a fuck, right? It's not a very good way of coping with it, but that's how I'm going to cope with it today, so I can move on in the course of this video. But well, yeah, it's just so heartbreaking to me. It's really fucking heartbreaking. But whatever. So yeah, today went to the gym with my friend. As I was walking, before I met him, I thought, I don't really want to be doing this today, but obviously I'm doing it. And this is why accountability friend is so important, guys. Make sure you get one if you can. They're really helpful. And then I was like, you know what? I also don't want to do legs. So you know, it'll be jokes if I do legs in the gym. So I don't want to do either of those things, but let's fucking do it anyway. And tell you what though, when I walked in, because I've only been to, this is my second time at this specific gym. Because my friends just, I mean, it's a weird fucking time right now. My jiu-jitsu membership is still frozen because I came back from travelling slightly early. My friend has like a few memberships to this gym. Like this gym has key tags instead of membership cards, luckily. And his brother, who's in university, is away right now, has one, so he's giving it to me. So I'm training for free in this gym. And so yeah, it was my second time there, and I walked in, and it was fucking like these leg machines they were pretty nice. So oh, that'll actually make this leg day slightly more bearable. Awesome. And yeah, smashed up my legs. But then I could walk up the stairs afterwards. I was like, obviously I haven't trained hard enough, but I really enjoyed the leg press machine. It felt really fucking great. Where did I come from? Up there? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I need a new block. Let's just use this block here to say, yo, we came from up here. Don't forget. We've almost run out of slots for obsidian. But yeah, so met him, smashed up my legs, and felt really great actually. There's one of the machines I didn't really quite get the right angle on. Don't know the name of the machine, it's quite a rare one. I've seen it on Instagram Reels, but I haven't seen it in real life yet. This was the first time, it's pretty awesome. I feel like once I get the angle right, it's going to be fucking OP, but for now, not really. Yeah, leg press, obviously, smashed that out, love it. I found a really nice angle for my feet to go, so where it doesn't hurt my knees. Very happy with that. And then yeah, I started with a bit on the bag, and then there was one of these, I forget what it's called, but it's like something you drag and pull along, and instead of it being on like skis on the mat that you have to drag or pull, it's on wheels, and you can add resistance to the wheels, which is quite cool. I turned it on max resistance. It wasn't really difficult, so maybe the sled and weights is better, but you know, whatever. It did the job, because I was looking at like kept taking those sleds and pulling them backwards, using like to exercise your hamstrings, and I did it 10 times. I was like, fucking hell, I feel this actually, but I wish I could have got more. Maybe someone stand on it. But it says no standing for some reason. It's like, why? It's fucking, there's so much room. But yeah, did that, felt good. One of the girls from my school actually, bear in mind I haven't been to school since fucking, how many years now, 6 years. One of the girls from my school walked into the gym, because it's the gym's in our local town. I was like, damn, she's actually really pretty. I was like, oh wow, maybe the next character approaches. But she didn't really make any like keen eye contact, even though I was smashing up the bag like a fucking don. Yeah, I'm only half. I mean, yeah, I would definitely, you know, I would never say no. She's a very attractive girl, but yeah, I'm just fucking around really. I'm not ready for that shit yet. Yeah, so my friend after, I mean, I think I mentioned a few episodes ago, but this friend of mine I went to school with also, and I also trained jiu-jitsu with him a long time ago, back when we trained together at this bullshit, like, self-defense jiu-jitsu place, and he used to smash me up, and he hasn't trained since then, and I said, dude, I've literally trained, like, probably definitely over 1,000 hours since I last trained with you, mate. And he was like, yeah. I mean, he's very, I don't know, he's probably autistic. Like he's very smart, and his social like cues and like ideas of like when the right joke is appropriate, it's like it's just not there at all. So he's probably autistic. He's fun to be around though. And yeah, he's very, very clever. He just studies philosophy and shit all day, literally. So I bet he does have a bit of a superiority complex, which is fine. It doesn't make him like less. It doesn't make me less keen to hang around with him. I think it's pretty cool actually. I mean, I'm surrounded by too many people that aren't confident enough. You know, like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. So I'll do. Shut the fuck up. Get on with it. But like, he's the opposite. He's like, yeah, I'm actually in the top percentile of the intelligence for my age. And to be honest, he's probably not far off. He's fucking clever. But yeah. Anyway, so basically, he asked me to do a jiu-jitsu round with him in the gym, and he hasn't trained for a long time. And I was like, yeah, we can do one if you want, bro. Because he did used to fuck me up, and the last thing he remembers in jiu-jitsu is fucking me up. So I'm like, alright, cool, bro, we can do that. And yeah, we started the round, and I absolutely destroyed him. And it goes to, because I didn't even have a touch of nerves as we were starting the round. I didn't really overthink it. I only thought about it more as I walked home. But like, that's quite a big thing, you know. I mean, obviously, I've had insane amounts of training since we last fought, and we're completely different. We're on the other side of puberty. When we first fought, we were just starting puberty. Now we're on the other sides of puberty. I'm not really sure why that matters, because we went through it at the same time, but I just thought like that kind of scenario proves a lot of what I hear about just general things about life and success. Things like, if you won't get nerves if you prepare enough, or, you know, or basically, I don't really have a quote for it, but I mean, if you just train really hard and just keep consistent, then you're going to completely destroy people that once you were scared of. I was once scared of this guy because, like, he actually came in whilst I was even more experienced than him back in the day when we were like 13. I was more experienced than him, but he would still fuck me up. And it really, really annoyed me. Where's the flint steel? Yeah, I mean, it really sucked. He used to destroy me. And yeah, I did the, he said, let's do first to 3 taps. And I said, okay. And I tapped him twice in about 2 minutes, and I said, do you want to do the third one? He's like, no. And he's still a cool guy. We're still cool. I don't want to sound like, yeah, I showed him. It's not like that. But it was just a big, like, oh shit moment. Like, damn. Like, I've really come quite far, and I just didn't even notice it. Or maybe just in the jiu-jitsu sense. I can't really say for myself whether I've come far in the life sense as a whole. Can't really say that for myself. Maybe I'll have to feature one of my friends in one of these episodes and they can say that for me, but I can't really say it. If I do another Nether portal down here, will it be a separate exit? Gotta get rid of this water, it's in the way. But yeah, that was a pretty cool like realization. I was like, damn, look at that. Like, I made my little self proud, you know. If like mini me was looking into the future there at that moment, he'd be like, fuck yeah. And yeah, there you go. If you just stick at things like, what's it been? Maybe 6 years. Fuck. Not worth it. I'm just gonna go back to the other port. Actually, no, stop being a pussy. I'll just build another little base there. So yeah, had that. He wasn't down for a coffee afterwards. Oh fuck. He wasn't down for a coffee afterwards because he said he didn't get his card. I was like, alright, chill, bro. Have a good one. See you later. And we actually got into a really interesting conversation, maybe slightly racist. He said, I'm not sure who said it. Could have been me, man. But it was like, we're talking about my experience traveling and how people acted over there. And he said, wait, what did he say? No, I don't remember exactly what he said, but we were talking about the top cultures. I was like, that's very interesting. That's a very interesting thing to say. What makes a culture better? One culture better than another? Well, just had a massive freeze there. I thought my phone vibrated on my table, and my fucking whole PC froze. I'm not sure what happened there. That's interesting. Yeah, it's like what makes one culture better than another. So that's interesting. I'll be interested to continue that conversation, see what we rank the best culture as and why, dead or alive. I'm going to really look into that. It's struck my interest. Anyway, gotta go and get ladders. Fuck. What is the best level for like a never highway? If I do it right at the top, does that mean all my portals in the overworld will spawn in the sky or some shit? But yeah, so we walked home, and I wanted to get home. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I took on modafinil straight away when I woke up today. I don't know if I was feeling the benefits that much, but I remembered that I had it in my system. I was like, yo, let's get home, let's smash out some work, let's get some shit done. In my head, I challenged myself to find. So obviously, I'm looking into subletting outside of England, and I looked and. I mean, I realise that I'm not working fast enough. Like my speed of work is really slow. It always has been, and you know, if I want to be successful, I need to fix that. So one of the ways I'm going to fix that is by setting goals for the day. And I was just going to set a goal that fucking terrified me. Not terrified me, but it makes me go like, wow, that's a lot. And that was, I was going to do, oh fuck, how am I going to fall down this? I was going to do, I was going to find 100 apartments and put them into my database and see if it was a good fit. And when I sat down to do that, after I had my fucking 6 boiled eggs and sourdough bread breakfast, which was lovely, thanks for asking. When I sat down to do that, I realised that it was a cool idea. I mean, it's a good idea to like get moving. Let me just try and figure here. Wait. To get things moving is a good idea, but it's not exactly the most efficient thing I could be doing. So I came across some like softwares, and there's actually a lot of softwares which sort of struck me. I'm like, oh dear, that's not good. There's a lot of softwares geared towards subletting, so I'm like, fuck. That's like sign number one that it's saturated. But I was like, let me continue on anyway. And I decided that instead of finding 100, or maybe I'm still going to do that, but instead of finding 100, I said I was going to find, because I was having a hard time researching, like a lot of information contradicts itself, or just completely, like, sometimes I feel like, where the fuck are they getting these numbers from? You know, website 1 will say 67%, website 2 will say 53%. Oh my god, what the fuck? This is going to be a problem. Dude, their range is insane. It's ridiculous. Fuck off, man. So yeah, online is hard. You know, there's lots of different websites. I'm literally searching on all different countries across Europe. So all of the information is there's lots of different websites, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not reliable, basically. If I had to say that in a fucking summary, which I'm not very good at doing, it's not reliable. So I found a few of these, and unfortunately, a lot of this software, like, they have like free calculators, and I'm using all of their free calculators to see whose like layout I have a preference towards, and I'm using the same property obviously on all these different calculators, and I'm still getting different numbers, which is logical. It's like, yeah, I'm sure they're basing their stuff on slightly different sources, but the numbers were so different. So I thought it might be a good idea to go with the one which is a cheapest, but that's not the first criteria. But like, if I find all of these free versions, test it on the same property, and find the one that gives me the least ambitious numbers, then that might be the best bet. You know, it's all fun when you find a property and it says, oh, this is gonna fucking net you 200% profit a month. You go, whoa, that's crazy. But those numbers could absolutely be exaggerated. I'd rather go with the software that has like a little bit small numbers, like, oh, this is going to get you 30-40%, which is still really good returns, by the way, for a month. Because, you know, the likelihood is the other one is missing out all these fees and costs and all that shit. And yeah, there's also hidden costs that we don't know about yet because I'm not doing it for real. Sure, there's going to be lots of issues, things going to be broken, there's going to be fucking taxes, there's a lot, so I'm making sure that, I don't know, yeah, I'm making sure I just redo my research before putting any money into this. This is ridiculous, get away from me, you fuckers. Sorry, another one. But yeah, so I ended up going with this software called All the Rooms. I decided that I was going to buy it, and here's the thing, guys, this is absolute failure from these guys, absolute failure. I was on the checkout page, and I realised that it wasn't working. No, it's not what I realised. It wasn't working, but then when it wasn't working, I tried to navigate myself around the website, and then I made the realisation that I wasn't paying for the whole service. Obviously, they had different packages which I compared, but I wasn't paying for that. I was paying for like maybe some regular updates on one specific area for like $19 a month, which is a fucking rip-off. I thought I was going to be able to search globally everywhere I wanted for that price, but I'm literally just getting updates on a singular, really small area. So once I made that realization, I obviously didn't purchase, luckily, and then I went with the more expensive option, but that means that I could search globally, so I'm happy that the technical difficulty on their website prevented me from making a mistake that would have been really annoying. Oh. This might be one of the biggest fortresses I've ever fucking seen. Could have gone higher, would have been a better idea. Fuck it, we've started now, mate. Yeah, so I bought AirDNA, which is a little bit more, like, from what I've seen and I've read as well online, and from what I've experienced too, is they're quite ambitious with their numbers. You know, they tell you what you want to hear instead of what might actually be true when it comes to some of the returns. But I'll bear that in mind when using it. Maybe I'll like just by default subtract a certain amount of what they tell me that I'll make just by being safe, because they love you know, exaggerating. See how many blocks I've come so far. Maybe like every 100 blocks I'll put a portal. It's like 700 blocks in the overworld. Is that not enough? Maybe we'll go every 1,000 blocks in the overworld, because we're talking biomes here. So 1,000. Whoa. $142 blocks. Make it 143. So from here, this is, oh shit, no way, fuck off guys. So I'm currently on the Z axis. So that's 41, oh my days. You can't. Hitting all the wrong keys here. 41. I need to get to 183 before my next portal. Alright. Mate, fuck off. Cunts. Better find a bastion doing this. I don't think I've been this way. But where was I? Where was I? What was I fucking talking about? So yeah, I went with AirDNA and I was just more familiarising myself. Oh, I missed out a little portion of the day. After, just before I was going to buy all the rooms, I decided to go to my nan's house. And I'm not sure if this is the modafinil, because I was like, in my head, I was like, look, this needs to stop. I told myself I was going to do 100 of these things. I'm like, now I'm at a weird path, because I'm like, I don't think that's actually the best use of my time. But I told myself I was going to do it. And I need to do it, because this is like, it's the fucking story of my life. I say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and then I just go, oh actually, I think I'll just play games and do that later. So I'm like, this needs to stop. So, I ended up going to my nan's house, guilty. I was like, I shouldn't be going to my nan's house because I haven't done my fucking work. I was like, just distracting myself, I guess. And, I went over there to drop some dirty washing off because she really wants to do my dirty washing for some reason. She's a very strange lady, but I'm just very lucky to have her as a grandmother. And went and dropped it off. And she was actually in a really weird mood today. You know, it's very hot in the UK, especially for people that have only been used to UK weather. I'm a little bit more conditioned now, which people hate me saying, but it's true. Because I've just been in Indonesia for 2 months, so. I mean, I'm definitely feeling the heat, but not as bad as these other people that it's their first time with the heat for a while. Oh, nice. So my nan was pretty miserable because of the heat, and I think I just said something like, "Oh yeah, I found this weird stuff in my because my washing that I have from one of the laundrettes in Indonesia, I pulled out of my luggage because I've just unpacked my bag today. I landed on Wednesday." Today's Monday. I know it's kind of late, but I was just lazy. I unpacked that, and I was like, oh, there's this weird hoodie. It's not even mine. No one on the trip, so I don't recognise it. I think they mixed my shit up with somebody. And my nan was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. And then later on, I described the hoodie, and she was like, you idiot, that's your sister's hoodie. I told you that was in there. I was like, chill out. I didn't bin it. I still have it. I was just telling you a story. Just relax. And she was like, no, you're so silly. I was like, where is this coming from? It's not that big of a deal. I just thought that it was a random person's hoodie, which is not an unreasonable assumption, as I had it done at a public laundrette, a huge fucking laundrette. And she was going fucking apeshit. It was very strange, and I said, Nan, I'm going to fucking leave if you don't chill out. You're not that fun to be around right now, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take my cup of tea and I'm going to leave. I'm not giving you your mug back. She calmed down a little bit. I really don't know where that came from. I guess she's just getting old and grumpy. She says, oh, well, when you get old, the heat affects you differently, does it? I'll let you guys know when I'm old. But yeah, that was an interesting encounter. But yeah, afterwards, my nan was talking to me as well. I talk to her sometimes about like women nowadays, because obviously she lives in a time where people just got together at 19, 20, maybe a little bit older, or maybe even a little bit younger. They got together at that age and got married, and they stayed in a relationship till the death. And most of them seemed pretty happy. And I'm really, really envious of that time. Oh my god. My sock is fucking... Hold on, I need a break. Oh my days. What am I fucking... What? That's very painful. That's not good. I think one of the little fabrics in my sock just poked straight into one of my cuts on my foot. It's very sensitive for a moment. I must be scratching it in my sleep. My foot looks so fucked. Alright, whatever. Sorry for that, it's weird. yeah, so after that, let's talk about that. And it's just a very depressing conversation because it's like I can't really do anything about it. I'm 21 years old now. Most of the people that I meet my age have had like maybe 6 partners already. It's like it's so fucked. And from those 6 partners, I mean, not only personally, I just feel shit about that because it just, I mean, I know it's ridiculous, but it just feels like a hygiene thing for me. And I know they've obviously washed since then, but it's like a mental hygiene, I guess. Like, oh, your girlfriend's been with 6 other people. It's just, it's not nice in your head. But not only that, they also, I mean, unless all 6 of her boyfriends were lovely people and the relationship ended on good terms, which nowadays is unlikely, unfortunately, they now carry all of this fucking baggage with them, and they're gonna blame you for shit that you're not even, that you're not even doing. They're gonna treat you like they treated the ex that deserves to be shut out. And I'm not really wording it well, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just so fucked. It's so fucked, and I really am jealous of the people back in the day that had these wonderful relationships that lasted till the fucking death. Yeah, honestly, I'm very. Come on, fuck off, mate. I don't really know why I have those conversations with my nan because it's not really like I can do anything about it. The more like it's not like there's nothing I can do. It's just the way the world is, and I better suck it up and just start a relationship with somebody who has had like many sleeping partners, which is just a fact of life in this day and age, I suppose. And I can't help but I get the crazy idea that somebody in some fucking position of power has deliberately done this. And I've deliberately put some certain kinds of shit in the media to change the way everyone acts and behaves. I feel like it's deliberate. It just feels deliberate. Maybe I'm crazy, but it does feel that way. Anyway, I'm blabbering on way too long. Oh my god, 37 minutes already. So yeah, basically, went home from my nan's and oh fuck off, man. Where's this cunt? Went home from my nan's, brought back some suitcases that she wanted my dad to check out. She's going on holiday. I don't know my dad's girlfriend, so not that detail matters. And how many fucking blaze spawners are there? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have the best XP farm in the world. Oh yeah, before that, I forgot again, before that I sorted out, well, not sorted out, but I arranged my PT, like my personal training, like role-playing, fucking recording session. So I've got to do this really gay role-playing video for this PT course I'm doing. And yeah, that'll be nice to get out of the way. So I've arranged that for Thursday. Should be good. Yeah, and then I looked into the software. That I went with AirDNA, and then I spent some time just familiarising myself with it. Had some food, and then I decided, like, whilst I was having my food, I was like, alright, I need to actually do something today. Because I've just fucked around, and I've messed around with how I'm storing data on my spreadsheets. I'm like, oh, I don't like how this is stored. I think I can store this better, and then I redo it 3 or 4 times. So I'm like, right, today I need to look at 10 countries, and inside of the 10 countries, I need to find 10 provenances that I'm going to research. So I finally sat down and did that. Took me a little while, but I've done it now. And tomorrow I'm going to go over those places and find at least one apartment in that area that could be a good example. And maybe rank the areas in order on what's best to do business in. And then once I've done that, I can look at, the legalities and any restrictions and working around those restrictions. And then hopefully by the end of the week, I could be in a position where I can start reaching out to people and actually moving forward with this and ending the research stage if I've done it properly. Haven't really looked at anywhere outside of Asia yet. I mean, outside of Europe, primarily because I probably will need to go out to these places. So I don't want it to be fucking super far away. But yeah, with Air DNA has allowed me to find some super interesting places that I wouldn't have, well, I would have less likely found on like these blogs that I've been reading, like up and coming tourist places, 2024, you know, all this shit. So yeah, Air DNA, it's been it's like 30 something pounds, but it's worth it so far already in my opinion. And I'm excited to see where we can get with this. So yeah, after that, had my dinner, did that. One of my friends from the restaurant was supposed to be coming on, but he's had some technical difficulties, sadly. So yeah, I played a little bit of GTA whilst I was waiting for him. GTA for the first time in ages, but I didn't really feel like it. Played a new mission from this like Vincent undercover cop guy, but I don't really feel the need to carry on. But yeah, now I'm going to have a little bit of an early night. I've got jiu-jitsu training tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. And yeah, and then it's going to be a good day tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes.